everyone, I'm Sarah from Everyday Starlet. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going all natural. Not exactly, I have makeup on, but it's a natural look that I'm going for. I asked you for video requests, and the overwhelmingly most popular video request that I got was for either an everyday makeup look or a back to school makeup look. Those were like the two, and I was like, you know, they're kind of the same thing. So I decided, you know what, why not film a quick and easy, like everyday back to school makeup look. This is perfect for, you know, if you're just, you know, running around, running errands. Maybe you don't wear makeup, but I always try to put something on to look a little bit more polished and not look, you know, frightening. This is also the perfect makeup look if you are going back to school and, you know, you either can't wear a lot of makeup or you don't want to wear a lot of makeup, but you still want to look polished and put together. And especially if you have overslept, you're running late, you've had a late night studying, you're stressed, this is like the perfect, just sort of throw it on everyday makeup look. It is not all, but it is mostly drugstore. There's a few non-drugstore products in there. So it is a very affordable makeup look and it is super easy. Anyone can do it. So if you guys are ready, let's get into the makeup look. Okay, I'm going to start with my Physicians Formula BB cream. This is actually my favorite BB cream. I've tried a few of them. It's kind of the only one that I really find works for me. It doesn't irritate my skin, but if you have a BB cream that you love, feel free to use that. What you wear for a base makeup, like, it really depends on you. When I was in school, I totally did a full face of makeup. I didn't really use primer because primers weren't really that popular back then because I'm that old, but it just wasn't really a popular thing back then. But I used to do like full face foundation, concealer, and powder. But I had really bad skin when I was a teenager, so I was really self-conscious about it. So I think what you use for a base, if you really feel more comfortable in doing a primer and a foundation, you know, if you have acne-prone skin or anything that like you really feel like you are self-conscious about, I mean, hey, we all gotta do what we gotta do to make ourselves feel good. So feel free to do that. If your skin is, if you've got that nice, young, fresh looking skin, a BB cream is probably enough just to kind of even out your complexion. You definitely want to obviously start with some kind of a sunscreen, whether it be under your makeup or in your makeup, just to protect your face from the sun, especially if you're, you know, going to be in gym class outside, or I'm going to say recess, but if you're if you're still young enough to have recess, you probably shouldn't be wearing makeup. But I like applying it with a beauty blender. You don't have to. It's just my preference. I feel like you get an evener application if you're more comfortable with a brush, or if you just want to use your fingers. Totally up to you. You could also use a tinted moisturizer. I like the BB cream because it's kind of like a primer and foundation in one. So you don't have to do two steps. Saves you time in case you overslept, you're late for class, or you're just basically trying to get out the door and run some errands and stuff. Okay, I think I'm just gonna do my brows next. I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. If you, especially if you're darker hair, darker complexion, you can probably get away with drugstore stuff. I've not found any brow products from the drugstore that work with my coloring because my hair is so light and my skin is so light, and it just doesn't work. So I'm using this, but you know what? If you can find a drugstore product that you love that works for you, by all means use it. I wish I could, but I'm just gonna fill in my brows. I'm not going for like major brow drama here. I'm just going for filling them in so they're a little bit more defined. You can leave just the pencil. I like to kind of go over it with some kind of other product. You could use a clear brow gel. I love my Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gel. Today, I'm gonna add just a colored one. The only colored brow gel that I've really found that really works well for me is the Tarte Colored Clay Tinted Brow Gel. This is in gray because my hair has kind of taken on a little bit of a silverier look since I started leaving my purple shampoo in my hair for way longer than I'm supposed to. And so I'm just gonna go over it with the gray because I feel like it'll kind of match up to my hair a little bit better. But the important thing is to just get a product that you feel like is just going to keep your brows in place. You don't want to be spending your time worried about if your brows are sticking out funny. Okay, now I'm going to go in with some concealer. I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Light. I personally like to blend in my concealer with my beauty blender. I use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser in Brightener. I don't really know if I feel like this totally covers up my dark circles, but I like the brightening aspect of it, and I kind of use this as sort of my highlighter, or like face brightener, so to speak. There are other options for this. This is just the best drugstore one that I found, and I go over that with my beauty blender as well. I go down like the center of the face too, just because I'm not going to do a lot of highlighting and contouring, because again, this is every day, back to school, you don't really need to be spending all that much time on like contouring and everything. If you have really dry skin, you may not need to do this step, because, you know, maybe you don't get shiny. You're lucky. When I was in school, I got picked on so much for having shiny skin. I'm going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder. Any pressed powder or loose powder or anything. Actually, if you have really oily skin, loose powder might be better for you, but it's also messier, so, you know, it's up to you. I'm just using it to sort of set my makeup and to eliminate shine. I would say in your purse, like lipstick, lip gloss, and a pressed powder. Don't carry loose powder with you at school because you're gonna make a serious mess. And I don't think you want white powder around, flopping around your school bag or anything. Also gonna I use a big fluffy brush for applying it to my face. I'm just gonna use a smaller brush and just set your under eye concealer. You probably wanna do this regardless. And I know a lot of times I do it with like a brightening powder when I'm actually doing my makeup like formally. For just everyday running out the door, I just use my pressed powder. Any of the little crevasses that need to be filled in. And my eye makeup is probably going to be the quickest one ever. I'm going to use my Maybelline Color Tattoo. I don't know. I use this like in every video. Why do I forget the name? I'm all like, what is this product that I've used a billion times? It's the Maybelline Color Tattoo. This is in Badge the Bronze, which is my favorite color. I use it so much for layering, but I feel like it's so great just by itself that this is kind of like my go-to everyday eye color. And I just sort of rub it all over the lid, kind of up to the crease. If it goes a little bit beyond the crease, that's fine. I wouldn't necessarily go all the way up the eye with it. You could actually also, I didn't think to do it, but you could also put a little bit of the Brightener concealer on your brow bone, because this is actually the only eyeshadow we're gonna use. Now, on days when I'm like really running late, I'll just do this. But if I want a little bit more polished look, obviously if I want a lot more polished look, I'll do a wing. And you could do a wing, but I don't got time for that. So I'm actually going to use my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in French Fries, which is very similar to the Badge the Bronze, but I feel like it's a little bit darker and a little bit more intense. And I'm just going to kind of rub it just along the upper lash line a little bit. See, because it's so close to the eyeshadow, it just adds a little bit of depth, but it doesn't take a lot of blending or precision. And I also just rub it just along the lower lash line to give it a slightly smoked out look. Just making the look a little bit more polished, but it takes almost no time at all. One thing I always do is curl my eyelashes, because it just opens up the eye, and let's face it, you'll look hot while you're doing it. Hashtag sexy time. I'm going to use my favorite mascara from the drugstore. It is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I mean, whether you want to do lower lashes or not is totally up to you. I kind of like that, like, pow, bam lashes look. I'm going to use my Milani Baked Blush in Dolce Pink, which is my new favorite color. And it has a shimmer in it, so I'm kind of taking care of, like, blush and highlighter at the same time. And I'm going to apply it so that it will work a little bit like a contour. It's not going to be full-on contour, but I apply it kind of like I would a contour, and go from the back and push it forward. This kind of just gives your cheeks a little bit more definition than it would if you just like pushed it on your face, which if you have a narrower face, putting your blush here can actually be good. I mean, it can actually work for you. For me personally, and for those of you that have like a wider face or a rounder face, maybe square shaped or anything, if you apply it from here in, sweep it in so you get the most color up here, and then you sweep it in, it'll kind of give your cheeks a little bit more of a contoured effect. So I got a little heavy. It's fine, I just blend it out with my powder brush. Now for lips, you have a ton of different options. If I was in school now, college, high school, anything, or even when I'm just running around all day and I know I'm going to be, you know, running errands, I'm just going to be everywhere all at the same time, I would use a Kissproof lip color. I'm not saying that you should be in school and kissing anybody, okay? Keep those germs to yourselves, people. I am saying that the last thing you want to be worried about when you're running around, you have so many stresses when you're in school or just in everyday life, you don't need to be worried all the time about, you know, is my lip color smudged? Is it wearing off? Like it's crazy. So I really just like a Kissproof lip color, even if I'm not going to be kissing anyone. I love the Rimmel Provocalips. I'm going to use the shade I'll Call You. When you let it dry, then you're going to put the step 2, which is this gloss balm over it. And the thing is, honestly, you could use just about any gloss or balm that you want and put over it, or you can just carry this around with you. And honestly, because this stuff is clear and this stuff underneath, once it's dry initially, it ain't moving. So the great thing about this is you can apply this without even a mirror. So if you're just like running between classes, you don't even need one. All you need to do is like, I'm not even looking. There's no mirror, there's no anything. Can you see me? Okay, you can see me. You don't even need, see, I wasn't even looking at, there's like no mirror over there. I'm just staring at a wall and I can do it, and it's, hopefully I didn't get it like up my nose or anything. But anyway, I can do this makeup look way quicker than I just did it, but I was talking because I like to yammer on. So this is the quick and easy makeup look. This is perfect for running errands. It's perfect for, you know, back to school when you're running late. And it's simple, natural, but yet polished. So if you enjoyed this makeup look and this tutorial or me or anything, please give this video a big thumbs up. It helps me a lot. Be sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so that you don't miss any of my future videos. If you have any everyday makeup favorites or back to school makeup favorites or any questions, comments, anything, I would love to hear from you. Please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you join me next time.